Hello, everybody. It's Brandon Scott, and with me, one of our Sudbury Wolves alumni, our former first round pick, spent parts of 4 seasons with us, picking up over 100 points. Michael Pizzetta, welcome. Where are you, and how are you holding up right now?
Hey, thanks for having me. And I'm just in Toronto now at my parents' house. So it's I guess where I stay in the summer. So holding up pretty good. Obviously, it's tough times for everybody, but just trying to keep busy and just stay on top of things here a little bit.
And now you graduated the OHL. You were a sixth-round pick of the Montreal Canadiens, and currently playing professionally in the AHL with the Laval Rockets. What has that been like for you?
It was pretty fun. I mean, the transition from the OHL to the AHL is obviously a big jump. I mean, you go from living in billets to kind of on your own more, but it's been pretty fun so far. Obviously, the way the year ended this year was kind of tough, but it's been pretty fun so far.
Yeah, you almost teed off my next question for you. What's exactly this leap going from junior hockey to now playing professionally against men?
Yeah, I think definitely just the pace of the game's a lot quicker, and just the room for error is just way smaller. Like in the OHL, you can get away with maybe making some sloppy plays or just like little things that just don't skate by here in the AHL, anyways. So I think one of the biggest things I learned like right away was like you got to just be sharp every night. Like there's no can't take shifts off or nights off. That's for sure. So that's probably the biggest difference.
Mm-hmm. Now, let's rewind the clock here. I want to go back to your days in Sudbury. Off the top of your head, what do you remember?
I remember getting drafted there when I guess I'd have been 16. So I remember the draft. I mean, I had a bunch of the guys at my house and my family. It was pretty cool to get drafted that day and then find out I was going to Sudbury. So I remember like first time I got there was a lot maybe different than what I expected. Small town, used to kind of how it is in Toronto, but it was a great atmosphere. Like right away, you kind of noticed that the fans were pretty invested in the team. So it's pretty awesome seeing a lot of fans out there whenever we were doing good. So it's probably one of my first impressions.
Do you remember your first OHL goal by chance?
I do. It was in my first game actually. I always wanted to score like in my first OHL game, and I can't remember who got me the puck. It might have been Clapham at the time. I'm not even sure, but I kind of just like stepped in from the blue line, just shot one. Couldn't really see the net, and then I saw that it went in, and I was pretty excited. I mean, to get that one off your back pretty early definitely helped give you a little bit of confidence and kind of calm you down a little bit and some of those nerves coming into the OHL.
Now, right now, playing professionally, do you think looking back in your career playing in Sudbury helped you kind of get to that next level?
For sure. I mean, it was never easy in Sudbury. I mean, my first year there, I think we won 12 games. Next year we won 16. So I've been through a lot of different teams, different coaches, and just seen a lot of different methods and styles of game and all that sorts of stuff. So it definitely helped me become like a more well-rounded player. I think I saw just like a lot of stuff and dealing with that stuff early on in your career just makes you like want to work even harder to get into the playoffs. Because when we started getting into the playoffs in our third and fourth season, it's just like couldn't believe I was missing out on that for the first 2 years. So definitely learned a lot over the 3.5 years that I was there.
And now, part of this last season, there's a good chunk of the team that actually got the opportunity to play with you on their team, part of the Sudbury Wolves team. But I want to focus on the two OAs, Macaulay Carson and David Levin. What exactly do you remember from those two young guys?
They're both just really good guys. I mean, obviously, funny guys, good hockey players. Miss those boys a lot. I mean, obviously, Levs is super skilled. I mean, he came in as a young guy. I think you obviously like everyone heard his story. He came in like this roller hockey player, so to like see him like coming in and the skills that he had was pretty cool, and to see him grow like as a young guy getting older, it was pretty cool. And obviously, Macaulay's just like a little tank, so he's a beauty, but he's a good hockey player too, and I know he'll do well down the road. Both of them will. They both have bright futures ahead of them, so I'm excited to see what they're going to do with it.
And Michael, one guy that's been there through it all and still to this day, the athletic trainer and equipment manager, Dan Buckland. What do you remember from Bucky?
Bucky's a great guy. I mean, I remember coming in there as a young guy is pretty intimidating. Like first time, like being able to get treatment and stuff. But honestly, like just an awesome guy. I mean, he's almost like they're like a psychologist as well. You go in there like someone to talk to. You can always talk to. I mean, he does so much stuff for the team and the organization. Like he's helping out the boys. He's doing equipment. He's doing all that stuff. It's a crazy job. So him, like Gracer, Turbo too, when they were there, when I was there, like those guys took care of us and got nothing but nice things to say about those guys.
Do you ever keep track about how the Sudbury Wolves are doing, even though you moved past?
Oh yeah, like I follow along all the time, kind of see how like some of the guys are doing that I played with, and then just to see how the team's doing. I mean, obviously this year they're doing really well. Pretty sure they're in second place when this happened with the pandemic and all that sort of stuff. So it's kind of nice to just see like the city deserves it, the boys deserve it. They've been through a lot. I mean, I wish, kind of get jealous. I wish I was there to be a part of that when it was happening, even the year before. So definitely a little jealous that the boys gotta have good teams like that. But I'm just happy for the city and all the boys there.
Now I have to ask, when you score in Laval, do you miss seeing a taxidermy wolf come out?
Definitely no Wolves coming down to growl at the other team's bench, but not sure if I miss it. I might a little bit. Hard to tell. You kind of just get in the moment and you don't really realize what's going on. So you're on the ice there and you don't really see that thing coming out.
And then still continue with your days as a Sudbury Wolf. Is there anything you kind of you look back on for memories, whether it's time on the bus with the team or any in-game moments?
Oh yeah, there's so many good memories. I mean, I had awesome billets down there. Pat and Cindy. I think Ross is still living there. He's my roommate for my last year there. So I just like a lot of good memories spent there, like just team gatherings and just like movie nights and all sorts of stuff there. So some of my best memories were there, just hanging out with the boys after breakfast club and those sorts of things. Those are the things you remember and the memories that you'll never forget. So definitely a lot of good memories there.
And moving back to today, how exactly are you staying busy during these days?
Yeah, so I mean, we got a pretty good gym set up at home. Me and my dad and my brother, we set up a gym in the garage, and then I got a pretty good shooting pad set up in the backyard. So for me, I'm just try to work out every day, and then try to either stick handle or shoot pucks every day. So kind of just breaks up the day, get something going, and then some Xbox with the boys. Some Call of Duty is kind of the game of choice right now, so play some of that. Just really just keep busy, like keep your mind occupied, and obviously try to stay in shape just in case the season comes back.
Now, what would be the first place you would go to when everything is opened up again?
First place I'd go to, probably just go see my grandparents. I mean, obviously it's tough. We all live pretty close to each other. I think both my grandparents are 5 minutes away from us, so it's kind of tough having them right next door and not being able to go see them. So I'll probably pass by their house, give them a hug, and yeah.
Awesome. Thank you again, Michael. But before I let you go, is there any message you would pass along to the Sudbury Wolves fans or any former teammates for the organization?
Yeah, I just want to give out a thank you to the Zulich and the Burgess family. They took care of the guys when I was there over my 3.5 years. Then obviously a shout out to Blaine Smith and Kenny for drafting me and giving me the opportunity to play in Sudbury. And then Matsos and Stillman, both great coaches, and I learned so much from those guys. They helped me just develop as a player and really had faith in me. And then Rob, again, another guy that helped me a lot my last year there, and just respect what he did for me and have nothing but good things to say about those guys and the organization.
Thank you so much, Michael, for doing this.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yep. Best of luck in the future.
Yeah, thank you.